right-sided exercises into some left-sided exercises. We've got 4 rounds of those 2 blocks. After that, we're gonna go into on the minute for 2 rounds of 5 different exercises, and then we go back into some 30-second movements. Those last 2 blocks are gonna be a little bit higher intensity, so if you want those medium weights, for those, that's definitely an idea for that. Otherwise, in the first 2 blocks, that very first block, we start off with just going right leg, balance, bicep curls. Then we take that left leg back and we're in a right static lunge with a front raise. We're going to do that on the right side, then we're going to do on the left side with a lateral raise. We do that 2 times through, then we take it down, put the weight right inside that knee, flex that foot, and go into that fire hydrant. Where we're trying to take that leg straight out to the side and right back down without dropping that hip. We're going to do that on the right side, get into that right side plank with rotation, keeping that core active, that option, drop to that bottom foot. Then we're going to do it on the left side for 2 rounds. We're going to do that whole thing 2 times before we move on to block number 2. So crew, without further ado, let's grab onto those weights and get ready for some balanced bicep curls on that right side. Again, we're going to go for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get moving. We grab those weights, balancing on that right foot. Left leg comes up, curl up, control down. We just got 30 seconds here. Going at that tempo to build those biceps. If that balance is a little too much, just have that heel on the ground. Looking good, crew. We're going to take that leg back, hold into that static lunge, shoulders back, and go in that front raise, 30 seconds. Again, keep those shoulder blades together, front knee behind that front toe, weight in that heel, chest proud. Looking good. We're going to go back into it on that right side with that balanced bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. Right side, balance and bicep curl. Again, power up, tempo down. Looking good here, crew. Finding that tempo. We're going to take that leg back, front raise in 3, 2, 1. Back to that front raise. Again, arms relatively straight with those shoulders back. If you need to, you can slightly bend those elbows. Good, we're going to be switching up to that left side next. We've got that left side balanced bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. That right knee is up, balance it out. Again, you can always have that heel on the ground if you need to. Try not to let that leg kick behind you, because that's not going to work that balance. We want to work that balance, so keep that leg in front as we go. Again, those biceps are feeling good about now. We're going to take it on back. We got that lateral raise in 3, 2, 1. Coming up to make that letter T, control it on that way down. Palms can always face out as an option as well. Keep those shoulder blades back. Looking good. Then we're going to repeat that balanced bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. Taking that right leg up. Control down with those weights. Again, shoulder blades back, biceps getting worked. We got just 15 more seconds, and we go back into that static lunge lateral raise. Take that leg back, sit into it, lateral raise. So after this, we're going to go in the next 2 exercises. We got the right fire hydrant into a right side plank with rotation times 2. Then we do that left side times 2. Then we're going to go back and repeat the whole thing one more time. So with that said, let's get it ready. We got that right fire hydrant in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put that weight in that knee crease, flex my toes, shoulders over wrist, taking that hip out, right back down, still keeping that core tight. I'm not dropping into my opposite hip as I do this. Great exercise to fill in that booty. Here in about 10 seconds, we've got that side plank with rotation. Let's take it there in 3, 2, and 1. Right side plank with rotation. Here we go. Arm up, reach it through. Keeping that core active. We should feel those obliques lifting us up. That's that side muscle. One more lap on the right side, then we'll switch to that left. Right fire hydrants in 3, 2, 1. Right side fire hydrants. Flexing that toe, lifting that hip, core engage. And we're working that side booty. Looking good, crew. We're going to take to that side plank in 3, 2, 1. Side plank with rotation. We're going to switch it up to the left side at the end of this. Looking good. Get ready to go that left side in 3, 2, and 1. Flex that toe. Left side, lifting that hip. Control it back down. Again, try not to drop into that right hip too much. Looking good. We've got that left side plank with rotation in 3, 2, 1. Left side plank and rotate. Keeping that butt tight, hips forward. You got one more time on that left side. Then we restart this whole block. Left fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. Left side fire hydrant. Flex it, extend it. Ooh, looking good, crew. 10 seconds to that left side plank. In 3, 2, 1. Left side plank with rotation. When we take it back up, we're onto that right foot for balanced bicep curls. Looking good here, crew. 10 more seconds, hold it there. We're gonna go into that right side balanced bicep curl in 3, 2, 1. Right side balanced bicep curl, balancing on that right foot. Curl it up, control it on down. Looking solid here, crew. Now you know what's gonna happen, so let's knock it out, keep that flow. And taking it back into that front raise in 3, 2, and 1. Go into that front raise. Still bending at those hips, both knees bent. You're ready to go back up to that balance on that right leg. Last up on the right side in 3, 2, 1. Balance bicep curl. Don't fall over. Ooh. Drive up, control down. Look inside. Remember, if you need to tap that heel on that ground. There we go. Last final lap with that right static lunge into front raise in 3, 2, 1. Right static lunge. Sit down. Here we go. Front raise. Shoulder blades back. Core staying tight. Keep moving. We got to switch to that left side here in 10 seconds. Left side balance curl in 3, 2, 1. Whew. Last 2 rounds of these balance curls. Last time on that left side. Looking solid, crew. Those biceps might be feeling a tad bit tired. That's a good thing. Let's get ready to take it back in that static lunge. Lateral raise in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, making that letter T. Right back down, find that control. Looking good, crew. One more time through this. And then we gotta go back into those fire hydrants. Let's take that knee up. We got that left balance bicep curl in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Love it. Remember, focusing on that balance, dropping that heel to the ground if you need to, but staying with it. There you go, back that static lunge, lateral raise in 3, 2, 1. Sit down into it, lateral raise. Here we go. Now at the end of this, we go back fire hydrant, side plank rotation, 2 times on each side. Seconds, keep it here. Right side fire hydrant into right side plank with rotation in 3, 2, 1. Right side fire hydrant, I flex my toe. Lift that hip straight to the side. Control it back down. Still keeping that core tight as I go. Seconds. Right side plank with rotation in 3, 2, 1. Right side plank and rotate. Shoulder is directly over that elbow on the ground. Keep that core tight, lift those hips. Okay, going back into that right side fire hydrant in 3, 2, and 1. Right side fire hydrant. Flex that toe. Lift that leg up. Still bracing that core. Looking good, crew. Let's get ready. We got that right side plank with rotation in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We just got that left side to go. Then we get that break. We got just 15, staying with it. We go into that left side in 3, 2, and 1. Flex that toe. Left side. Rotate that hip out. Still keeping that core tight. Watching that opposite hip. 10 seconds. Crew, we go in that side plank with rotation. 3, 2, 1. Left side plank and rotate. Get that core engaged. We got one more round here. Left fire hydrant in 3, 2, 1. Left fire hydrant. Flex it, extend it. Love it, crew. 10 seconds here to that final side plank. And then you get that break. 3, 2, 1. Side plank, last 30 seconds here. Keeping that core tight, hips up. You get a break at the end. Looking good. 15. Okay, crew, get ready for that break in 3, 2, 1. Take that break. So your next block, everything's on the minute. We've got 5 different movements. You can have those light or medium-sized dumbbells out and ready. We start with what's called that warrior push-up. So knees or toes, you give me that push-up. When we come to the top, we're gonna go ahead, rotate that body around, land, stick into it, then take it back into that push-up. If the rotation's a little much for you, give me your push-up, knees or toes, and then just give me that rotation through that upper torso. After that minute, we got those dumbbell thrusters, lowering those weights above those shoulders, sit back in those hips, 60%, splody up, control it on down. Again, it's really coming from those legs. Hinge back into that hinge position, and we got a cross row. So we take that weight across to the opposite knee, squeeze as we come up, squeeze as we come up. Then we got jump lunges. So we sit down in those hips, jump it up, jump it up. That option, just give me reverse lunges for that whole minute. And lastly, double crunch. Arms and legs extend out. When we come up, shoulders and hips come off the ground, elbows and knees meet, extend it back and squeeze. That option, keep your heels on the ground and just give me as much of a crunch as you can with that upper torso. So crew, we know what's coming up. Everything on the minute, 2 laps through, starting with that warrior push-up in 3, 2, 1. Let's get moving. Again, nice and low. Power it up, sit into it. Rotate, power and sit into it. Looking good here, crew. In that option, just give me that push-up and a torso rotation. I have English in my mouth somewhere. $15. Then we get those thrusters. Crew, get ready for those thrusters in 3, 2, and 1. Again, 60% into that squat. Just float it up through those hips. Catch on that way back down. Looking good here, crew. Again, focus on explode with those hips to stand. Controlling that way down. That way, we're not using as much muscles to get that weight up overhead. Remember those shoulders and earlobes. Stay away from each other. We don't need new earrings today. Just 15. Okay, crew, get it ready. Dumbbell cross row. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge at those hips. For that hinge position, shoulder blades back. Reaching across. Squeeze on that way up. So when we squeeze on the way up, you want to think about squeezing that upper back muscle. Remember, whenever you're in a hinge position, belly button is in that spine, so you should not feel this in the lower back. Again, our focus is that upper back. 30 seconds here. Looking solid. Focus on that upper back. Not about speed, rather about feeling that form. Okay, we got 10 seconds. We got those jump lunges in 3, 2, 1, jump lunge. Sitting into it, slowly up. Okay, we got just 90 seconds here. I mean, a minute here. Wow. 90 seconds is not today. I promise. Whew. Looking good. Again, moving at those hips. Trying to sit into it. Option, just give me those reverse lunges as you need it, crew. 30 seconds down. 30 to go. Whew. Remember, chest proud. Make sure you can breathe. 15. Let's get ready for those double crunches. That weight is optional. We take it up in 3, 2, 1. Double crunch. We extend my legs and arms out. Come up in the center. Elbows, knees meet together. Right back out for that minute. Looking solid, crew. Keeping that body going. 30 seconds. Looking good, just 15. Let's keep it going. There you go, back to that top with those warrior push-ups in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute warrior push-ups. Getting that option push-up and that rotation at the top. Make sure your station is clean so you don't land on a weight. Down, 30 go. We got 15. Get ready to go back into those thrusters. In 3, 2, 1. Grabbing those weights, back in that thruster. 60% down, slowly up through those hips. Looking good, crew. Again, those wrists nice and tight, like you're punching the sky, not like you're waitressing yet, or waitering, or, you know what I mean. Whew, 30 seconds. Good, crew. Launch with those hips, just 15. We get that cross row in 3, 2, 1. Cross row, hinge at those hips, shoulder blades back, reaching for the opposite knee, squeezing that shoulder blade at the top. Looking solid here, crew. Remember that belly button's in that spine. We don't feel that low back. We just feel that upper back working to pinch that weight up. Looking solid, just 15. Getting ready for that jump lunge on the minute. We take it there in 3, 2, 1. Jump lunge. Sit down into it. Slowly up. Now remember, if you need to, take that reverse lunge, taking that jump out. The goal, getting that heart rate up a little bit. $30 down, 30 to go. Let's keep it here. Just 15. Let's keep that drive. Whew. Double crunch is coming up. In 3, 2, 1, and double crunch. Legs, arms, extend out, coming together in the center, and squeeze. Make sure you breathe. Squeeze together with that exhale. Relax that inhale. Looking solid. Spine stays on that ground. Pass that halfway. Whew. You get a break after this. Last 15. Crew, you got just 3, 2, 1. Take that break. Whew, catch that breath. So we got 1 block to go. 4 different exercises. No weights needed, so you can push those to the side. Everything is 30 seconds. We're gonna do the whole thing 4 times through. So we start with a plank shoulder tap. So shoulders over wrists or elbows. Core is tight. You tap the opposite shoulder. You don't want to throw those hips around, so I recommend a wide base of support, or go to the knees, find that core. We then have an alternating squat jack. So you sit down in those hips for the squat, explode it up to jack it, right back in that squat option. Sit down, stand up, open your hips and rotate, right back into it, squat and rotate. Then we got burpees. That push-up is optional. Any way you want to get to the ground, step, hop, not, optional push-up, step, hop, and or calf raise to the top. Then we just hold that squat for 30 seconds. So we will be feeling those quads by the end of it. Crew, let's check it out. Catch that breath. We take it back down the ground. We got a plank shoulder tap in 3, 2, 1. Let's get moving. Plank shoulder tap. Shoulders over wrist, core is tight. Try not to move those hips. Only 30 seconds. Still focus. Core is engaged. Belly button's in that sky. Crew, we take it into all train pop jacks. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Squat down into it. Slowly. Right back into it. Option, squat, and rotate. Again, find what works best for you out of those options. Looking good. 10 seconds. We go on those burpees in 3, 2, 1, and burpee. Step or hop back. Push up is optional. Then slowly to the top, our calf raise. Whew, looking solid. Crew, get ready for that squat hold in 3, 2, 1. Sit in that squat. I like to pulse a little bit so I don't get bored. Still wiggle those toes, pushing that weight back in that booty. Whew. Quads and everything should be on fire. Keep that chest up so you can breathe. Just 15. There we go, all into all that again for round number 2 of 4. Starting with that plank shoulder tap in 3, 2, 1. Plank shoulder tap. Core tight. Shoulders staying over those wrists. Looking at 10 seconds. Alternating squat jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Squat it, jack it. Looking good. As we progress through these rounds, this might get a little bit more tiring as we're putting demand on those quads. Looking good. Back to burpees in 3, 2, 1, and burpee. Again, that push-up is optional. Looking good. Find that form. Stay with that flow. We're gonna go in that squat hold in 3, 2, and 1. Sit down into it. Pulse it out. Love it, crew. 2 rounds down. 2 to go. We got this. 15 till we get to that plank. Again, I like to pulse it. In my mind, it doesn't feel as bad. Get ready for that plank shoulder tap. We take it there in 3, 2, 1. Plank shoulder tap. Core tight. Looking good. Just 15. Get ready for that alternating squat jack in 3, 2, 1. Sit down, slowly back into it. We got 15. Crew, we got just 3, 2, 1, and burpee. Looking good. Couple more seconds. Crew, we got just 3, 2, 1. Hold back in that squat. 30 seconds. I'm gonna pulse it. We got one more lap of these 4 exercises. Then you is done for the day. Yes. Whew. Keep those legs pulsing. Just 15. Whew. Looking good, crew. We're gonna go ahead, take it back into that plank shoulder tap. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Plank shoulder tap. Keeping that core tight. Looking solid. 15. Looking solid, crew. We got those squat jacks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. Squat it and jack it. Whew. Remember, you got less than 90 seconds to go. Let's work the best effort we got. Squat and pivot. Whew. Crew, get ready. We got burpees in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And those burpees, it's our last 30 seconds of burpees before that squat hold. Let's get what we got. Whew, 10 seconds. Looking good, crew. In 3, 2, 1. Sit in that squat. Hold on to it. You're gonna pulse it. It's your last 30. Again, stay with it. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable. We got this easy. Whew. The legs are moving. Stay with me now. Crew, got exciting news. We got just 3, 2, 1. You're done. Whew. Thank you guys so much for playing.